My name is Scott Pierce. I'm the Director of Technology for the Intermark Group, and everybody calls me Pierce.
Pierce, tell us about this vacation you're about to go on.
I am going to Tanzania for 2 weeks. I leave out this Wednesday, the 31st August, and it's almost it's actually a little over a full day's worth of travel to get there. I land in Tanzania on the evening of the 1st, and the next morning get up bright and early, hopefully bushy-tailed, and start walking up Kilimanjaro. Kili has 7 different routes up the mountain, 2 different routes down. The one I'm taking is the Macheme route. It's 5 days of ascent and then 2 days descent down the Mweme route. It's a grand total of about 65 miles, and the summit, the Uhuru Peak, is at 19,341 feet, 5895 meters.
So what inspired this unique trip?
It's my birthday. It's a birthday that ends in a 0, so that's a big deal. And I've always loved to hike. I grew up in rural Tennessee. I didn't have a bicycle growing up. We had some horses that we would ride occasionally, but on the weekends, what we did was go hiking in the woods. And so I would regularly, especially during the summer when school was out, I'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, and then head off in the woods and be gone all day. And stop back in for a sandwich at lunch, and then go until sundown. And I've always just loved being out in nature and hiking.
What kind of training is involved in terms of getting ready for an ascent like this?
Honestly, as long as you're fairly fit, there's no real special training required. It's just a long damn walk. Mm-hmm. There's no climbing, there's no roping and belaying and all of that stuff that you'd have to do in Everest or one of those peaks. The Kilimanjaro is a volcanic peak rather than a seismic peak, so it's kind of a rounded mountain rather than one of these. So you want to be healthy, obviously. You want to have good heart, good general fitness. What I've done is I went and had a full physical. Everything came in the green, so I was good there. And I've been working with one of my coworkers who does physical training on the side, who's put together kind of a diet and exercise regimen for me. It's a modified CrossFit type of workout, so a combination of core strength and conditioning.
What kind of gear did you have to put together for a trip like this?
Hiking in altitude is a lot different from hiking Oak Mountain. Doing hikes out at Oak Mountain, you basically travel light. So I had to do a lot of equipment purchase. I had to get a 0-degree sleeping bag. The last night before the summit attempt, you camp out at about 15,000 feet, and it gets below 0. So I hope my sleeping bag is warm enough. The boots that I had, the hiking boots that I had, are a great fit for, again, hiking a place like Oak Mountain. But with layering up with nice thick wool socks to keep my feet warm, they got a little tight, so I had to get a new pair of boots. Some of the gear I'm borrowing, trekking poles, sleeping mat, goggles, things like that. But the big thing are the bags, the boots, and I got a nice heavy parka. Again, something you really don't need in Alabama.
What do you think is going to be the most challenging aspect?
The elevation. Everything else I can train for. It's like I said, it's just a long damn walk. I see it as a test of will and being able to push through it. The danger is extreme altitude sickness. You start getting fluid buildup on the brain or on the lungs. That's when it can become a real serious physical danger. The guide is trained in identifying symptoms of this and will get you back down the mountain as quickly as he can. As long as you descend rapidly, then you don't have any long-lasting ill effects.
What's the makeup of the group that you're going with?
The group in total will probably consist of about 20 of us, 20 to 30, with all the hikers plus porters and cooks and guide.
What are you going to do when you make it to the top?
Hopefully breathe. You have the traditional snapshot of you with the altitude sign. Hopefully be able to do a little video. They don't let you stay up at the top very long. I think maximum is about an hour at the peak. Just the density of the air, and you get up the night of the summit attempt at midnight, and you start up so that you can hopefully time summiting with the sunrise or just after. So you've already hiked 8 hours. You're now at, as I said, 19,000 feet, worn out, and a pretty severe lack of oxygen. So that you only spend about half an hour up there and then come right back down. That's the longest day. There's a total of about 16 hours of hiking that one day. So at the summit, it's pretty much going to be snap, snap, do a little video shot of me saying, I made it, hopefully not puking on camera, and then coming right back down.
For people who want to follow along or learn more about this adventure, where can they look?
One of the things I want to do, and I really hope that I can, is manage to get a local cell phone that I can text from and tweet my progress up and down the mountain. Though it is a national park, I've read that there is pretty good cell coverage for most of the routes. The routes are fairly well traveled. So you can follow me on Twitter at PiercingWit. I'll have a hashtag PIKILI. That's Pierce Killy, if you're not familiar. And in addition, I will be journaling, video blogging, and obviously tons of pictures that once I get back and get back into good connectivity, I'll put all this together and post it on piercingwit.com.
Great. Thanks, Pierce.
Thank you.